Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm going to guide a beginner's meditation. I like to begin my meditation classes with the first thing I like to teach is a couple of different breaths that are very grounding and calming for the nervous system, because I find that one of the problems that people often come to me with is that they go to sit down for meditation and the mind is very active, or the mind is racing. There's a lot of sort of that beta brainwave activity going on, lots of projecting into the future or into the past, that sort of inner dialogue and narrative that's constantly running in the background, which can often, at times when you're just starting out, be really difficult to quiet down a little bit. So I like to bring in a breath that is scientifically proven to calm the nervous system down. So we'll begin with the breath. So if you could close down through the eyes and just begin by noticing the breath, the natural ebb and flow in and out. And you can welcome sounds. And as you're noticing the sensation of the breath and welcoming the sounds around you, you're sensing the breath at the tip of the nostrils as sensation. And you might relax into the tissues of the face, the temples, relaxing into the jaw and the tongue. And then bring your awareness of the breath into the belly so that you can sense this next breath being received in a soft belly. And then might you invite the in-breath to lengthen and the belly to expand in all directions. So it's as if you're breathing all the way down into the belly, and the belly's expanding like a balloon in all directions, front, sides, and back. And exhaling to gently draw the navel towards the spine. Inhaling, the belly expands. Exhaling, navel gently drawing towards the back of the body. On the next in-breath, after the belly expands, invite the breath into the rib cage so that you can feel the ribs now flaring out in all directions. And then exhaling both together, navel drawing inward. Inhaling into the belly, expanding the belly, and then inviting the ribs. Feeling the ribs flaring out into the back of the body as well. Exhaling, letting go, emptying out. And on the next round of breath, inhaling first into the belly, then the ribs, and then inviting the breath into the upper chest, expanding the upper chest and the upper back. Exhaling all together, chest, ribs, belly, emptying out. Inhaling to the belly, ribs, and the chest. Following your own rhythm. The breath should be comfortable, not forcing too much, but more encouraging. Encouraging a deepening, a lengthening, but not so that you feel uncomfortable. And continuing in this Dirga Pranayama, this 3-part breath for a couple more rounds. Feeling all of the different sensations of the breath moving through the nostrils, filling the lungs, the relationship between the belly and the chest. Feeling the breath moving on the inside. You might even rest your awareness for a couple of breaths on the subtle movement up and down of the diaphragm. And just sensing the diaphragm. As sensation. Inviting sounds from all directions. And as you breathe in this 3-dimensional, 3-part breath, on the next inhale, imagine if you are inhaling through the right nostril. Inhaling through the right nostril, and at the top of the inhale, pausing, switching sides, exhaling out the left nostril. So it's as if you're visualizing the breath and emptying out the left nostril, and then inhaling again through the left nostril. Pausing at the top of the inhale, switching sides, exhaling out the right nostril, exhaling fully, navel drawing towards the spine. And then inhaling, 3-part breath through the right nostril. Pausing at the top, switching sides. Exhaling out the left. Inhaling. Switching sides. Exhaling. And inhaling. Following your own rhythm from side to side, and noticing how a sound or a thought may distract you momentarily, and then coming back to the movement of the breath, exhaling, inhaling, switching sides. A Nadi Shodhana Pranayama practice. The next time that you exhale through the left nostril, imagine if you are inhaling fully through both nostrils together. Inviting the breath in both nostrils together, exhaling through the mouth. Again, a deep breath in through both nostrils. Exhaling through the mouth. And again. And continuing to breathe gently through the nose and just allowing your breath to come back to a natural, unaltered rhythm. And just sensing yourself welcoming and releasing a quiet breath. And just taking a few moments here to notice the effects of this breathing, this pranayama practice. And just sensing the effects that it has had on the mind and the nervous system. So when I'm talking about the nervous system, I'm not just talking about the brain, but the entire extended nervous system. The entire soma, that is the body, noticing the throat, how it feels in the heart or the chest, belly, extending into the entire body. The energy of the body, just noticing how this breathing has affected your entire being here. Taking a moment to simmer in the sensations or the effects of this practice. Noticing the activity of the mind. And thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.